guys, and welcome back to the 52-week project. This week's video is really exciting because I'm going to share with you a shoot that I did in Singapore quite recently. I think it was back in October. So this is how far behind I am with some of these videos right now. But this is one of my favorite shoots for the year, I think, because it was just so easy. Not in terms of doing the photos and what was done, but I feel like everything just came together really easily on this shoot, and that's not always something that happens. I was really impressed with the model and the makeup artist on the day. They were so great. So we had Marie, who was the makeup artist and hairstylist, and we also had Gernice, who was the model for the day. So we did this at a studio in Singapore. I just found it online. It was a really good studio, although I do wish that there were more polyboards and things for me to work with in terms of reflectors as well. There wasn't really much there, although I did really enjoy the fact that they had an electronic backdrop system, and I feel like every studio needs this. I really hope that one day when I get my own studio, I will have this in there because it was so easy and so amazing. So really enjoyed that fact. And all of the lights were also ceiling mounted, so it was very, very easy for me to move them around, which was great. I did have some behind the scenes for the day taken by my boyfriend Dan, so that was great. And I'm going to show you guys the behind the scenes now, and then I'm going to go through all of the photos and show you guys which ones are my top 5 for the week and which ones I didn't like as much. Hope you guys enjoyed some of the behind the scenes. So now I'm going to go through the photos and tell you guys which ones are going to be my top 5. So this first photo is not my favourite for the week, and now that I look at it again after a couple of months, I probably would not have edited this photo. I love everything about this photo apart from her hand. Her left hand kind of bugs me in this shot, and that's just due to my angles and my directing. So this really wasn't Gernice's fault at all. She was a fantastic model on the day, and this was just the shot that I took that, to be honest, I probably wouldn't take again. But yeah, I still really love her face in it. She looks amazing, the makeup looks amazing, and the hair, but not going to be in my top 5. This photo I like a lot better, so I actually really love this photo still. It's not going to be my top 5 because I still think I could have done a different angle or gotten Gernice to pose differently and really achieved something extra with this shot, but I still really like it overall. I do like the lighting. I think it could have been maybe a little bit stronger with the lighting, but overall I like the shot. Not going to be in my top 5 though. This photo is going to be in my top 5, and I think it really shows off the makeup quite well. Her skin was just amazing. Like, I don't think I've ever seen skin so perfect before in my life. It was crazy. The retouching was very minimal on her skin as well, which is insane because even zooming in, you can't even see the texture from far away because it was just so good. So yeah, this is definitely one of my favorite shots. I think she just looks beautiful in this shot, and it would definitely be in my portfolio. So one of my favorites for the week. This photo is also going to be my top 5, and I like it because it's a little bit different to what I usually do. It's a different pose. It's obviously black and white, which I don't do a lot of, and I think it's just really a cool, natural kind of looking image of Gernice, and really love her expression in it too, so it is going to be in my top 5. This photo I also like. Along with the last one, it's a little bit different to what I usually do, but I wouldn't say it's one of my favorites for the week. I still prefer the last image a lot more. I think that the lighting with the white backdrop didn't stand out as much, and I feel like we just needed that extra pop of light. So I feel like this is just me coming down to me learning with studio and really trying to do things differently each time so I can get a feel for what really suits me and my images. And I feel like maybe this I could have done a little bit better. I like the image, but not going to be in my top 5. This is where I feel like the lighting really pops for me, and that's when we were using the black backdrop, and I feel like it just worked so well. It really highlighted the highlight on her cheekbone as well, and it just looks amazing. I really love this shot. This is going to be in my top 5, by the way. And I really love her pose. Gernice just looks amazing in this shot. Overall, I just really like the shot. It's very strong and her face looks great in it, and the makeup really stands out too, so definitely going to be in my top 5. I also really love this image, although unfortunately I only have a top 5 each week, so it's not going to be in there this week because I feel like I just have a couple of stronger images. But I really like how this one turned out as well, and her hair looks beautiful in the shot, and the lighting is just really nice and soft. Yeah, but not going to be in my top 5. I think it just doesn't have that extra element that I'm looking for at the moment. I actually really like this shot as well, however it's also not going to be in my top 5. Only because the next photo is going to be in my top 5, and it does have a bit more of a stronger feel to it, I think. I really love how this shot shows off the makeup though, and the lighting I really like as well. And yeah, there's not much more to say really. I really love how this shoot turned out overall. So yeah, I'm going to move on to the next photo, which is in my top 5, and definitely one of my favorites for the week. I feel like the makeup looks really good, and the lighting is just so much better in this shot. I feel like the backdrop really helped with making the lighting pop, and we were also using some makeshift reflective material or non-reflective material. So we were using some black card that was kind of just laying around. I'm not even sure if they were using that for this purpose, but we used it to kind of absorb a lot of the light and really create that nice shadow and deep shadow on the sides of her cheekbones. So we were kind of using that for these shots, and I feel like it made the light look a lot better and a lot stronger. So really like how that one turned out overall. And this shot is also going to be in my top 5. So this is another one that I think just looks really cool, and she looks amazing in this shot. Her hair is just really cool. We actually did wet it at one point, and it sort of stayed like that for a few shots, and then it kind of dried a little bit and looked really pretty in these shots. So it worked out after all. So this one's going to be in my top 5 for sure. This shot of Gernice I don't love as much. It's black and white, and I just don't really like the shot that much. I don't really know why I edited this one in particular. I think I just wanted a bit more of a torso shot in the set, and I feel like it was one of those images that I probably just didn't need to edit in the end. I think I had a lot more stronger ones in the bunch, and although I like it to an extent, and I think it's just because Gernice was an amazing model and we had an amazing makeup artist as well, but not my favourite photo for the week. I like this photo, although I feel like a lot of the other photos were a lot stronger, and I had the habit of forgetting about hands this day for some reason, and hands facing the camera like this is generally not a good thing. This is what I'm seeing in that shot, is a lot of hand, so probably not one of my favourites for the week, but I still kind of like the shot. And this is the last shot for the week, and I do like this image. I think it shows off the makeup pretty well, although I did really like the beauty image that I showed you guys before with the hair being a little bit wet and in front of her face. I think it just had a little bit more extra going on, and that's why I'm not going to have this one in my top 5 this week. So I think I could have improved on a couple of things this week, although mainly I think the lighting throughout the first half, I could have spent a little bit more time in front of the white backdrop getting the lighting perfect. And unfortunately we didn't have a lot to work with, like I said, with reflectors and things like that. There wasn't really anything there apart from some black card, which we were able to use, but I think I could have just taken a little bit extra time in getting the lighting set up on that first round. Second round with a black backdrop, I really loved how the lighting turned out there, so that was fine. But yeah, I'd say that's the main thing that I could have improved on this week. And one thing I think that I did well was actually the lighting on the second part of the shoot. So we sort of fixed it in the end anyway, and yeah, I really like how that turned out. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video from Singapore. It was one of my favorite shoots for the year in studio, so I was really happy that I ended up doing this photo shoot. And if you guys have any suggestions for what you'd like to see on my channel in the upcoming weeks, please let me know, because we are about to go into January next month and I won't be doing the 52-week project anymore after all the videos are done and the photo shoots are done. So let me know what you want to see and put them in the comment section below as well, because I'm always after ideas. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!